Kane, you're bleeding.
I ain't got time to bleed, Rhys. We're gonna talk about The Predator, 1987. Let's go.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Here's the first movie.
Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Peel that pig and slice him thick.
The body count is always bigger.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
The fucking trees walked in those movies.
Hi, doggy.
What a story, Mark.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Life moves pretty fast.
If you want your sequel to become a franchise.
37 dicks.
In a row?
I'm your number one fan.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our next marathon, marathoning the Predator series.
You first saw the Xenomorphs, now you get to see the Yautja, the official name for the Predator species.
The Yautja?
Yep, Yautja, yeah.
Oh, okay, well that's good to know.
I do not know how to spell it, I'm pretty sure it begins with a J though.
Well, thank God that we're not having to write anything, we're just having to talk about it, so it's alright.
Yeah, just don't talk about it, never mention it again, mention it again.
So we did just finish the Alien franchise, as Kane just mentioned, and now we're doing our own little Alien versus Predator, comparing the Alien movies to the Predator movies.
Yes, sir.
And then all of you special listeners will hear a very, very exciting special episode. Did I just call our listeners special?
You might have, yeah. I don't know how some people are going to take that,
yeah,
man.
you're all very special.
Apologise right now to the audience.
Well, all of you wonderful listeners will hear a special episode of us then watching the AVP movies and then comparing the two franchises overall.
That is going to be something very interesting.
I'm very excited.
You've never seen the movies, right?
I've seen the first Predator before, and then nothing else.
Okay, yeah.
So this is all fresh to me, basically.
See, with me, this is a similar thing with the Alien movies. I've actually seen the first three Predator movies, but remember nothing at all about them. So I'm basically going in fresh as well, pretty much.
Okay, fair. Because I reckon this is going to be a typical thing, right? Where you watched a lot of them when you were like 10 or something.
Yeah, definitely.
And now you're coming back with fresh eyes, fresh cultured eyes.
Yeah, exactly. For a more and look at them through a more critical lens.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
Totally. So
yes,
so experience with Predator very, very minimal. And you know that actually on the 20th of August this year of 2022, Predator will be turning 35.
Really?
It'll be the 35th anniversary.
Oh wow, Jesus.
Yep. So our terrible timing is going to post this around like late July. So a little bit off there, but at least probably our ranking episode may be out on the 20th of August.
Oh, yes. Mate, fingers crossed, man. That would actually be great. A great way to end the Predator series. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think it's gonna be nice. So what did you think of this movie, the first Predator?
Okay, so honestly, kind of mid. It's very just, it's fine.
Man, you're gonna make very, very many people very upset.
Yeah, no, I know, and I'm upset too, because I really was excited to watch the first Predator, because, like, you know, it's hailed as an action horror classic, you know, you got Arnold, it's, you know, it started like the famous Predator series, and I think the Predator itself is a very cool concept, you know, this alien this hunter from another world, who just hunts for the fun of it, but honestly, I just did not love this, honestly. I thought it was very just mid, honestly. Very 5 out of 10 movie for me.
I hate that I sort of feel the same.
Yeah.
Like, there are... My sort of letterboxd review for it is 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
But my description is mainly, like, my actual review is mainly just like justifying why it lost those two stars.
Yeah.
And I think that I should read it to you now.
Okay, let's hear it.
I think that's a way to sort of, like, you know, get it out there.
Yeah, you need to justify why you also think this is kind of mid.
Exactly. So, and in a very summarized way where I felt like that I didn't have to write down too much.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
When will the hunt begin again? I'm waiting.
Ooh.
Honestly, a bit of a drag to get through, I believe. Tonal inconsistencies that don't work for me, the campiness of the dialogue and acting negating the suspense, and the gruesome, intimidating scenarios taking from the humor. Not to shit on Arnie, but Schwarzenegger I don't think works for this, and in my mind shapes this film into a classic oil and water situation, where nothing really mixes.
Now, actually, something that caught me off guard is, you say Arnold doesn't fit this movie. Why do you think that?
I think he doesn't fit this movie because Arnold is invincible. I think all suspense is taken away when Arnold is here because you know he's not going to die.
That is very true.
And
actually.
this is what I find fascinating about the cult that surrounds Predator.
Yeah.
Is that like people say that it's a great sort of like subversion of genre and really goes against the grain.
I have heard that before.
But then Arnie just kills him in the end anyway.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but like he wins.
Yeah,
Arnie does, the big muscly man does win at the end of the day.
I mean, yeah, like, you know, when you go into the movie, second you see Arnold, yeah, like, you're just like, oh, yeah, he's definitely living. He's not dying at all. They're not, and also because this is the 80s, they're not going to, like, pull any of those big risks where you kill off, like, a big, huge name actor. They're not going to pull, like, a fucking Scream and kill off Drew Barrymore and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as well as that, I think that, so Arnie is quite undeniably like not a very good actor, right?
I don't think anyone's ever said he's a good actor, but you know,
like, and that's okay for certain sort of like it honestly it works for certain.
It works in his favor. He's like a fucking Tommy Wiseau or some shit.
I think that it works in his favor most of the time because you know what you're getting yourself into with it. But with this film, because you're supposed to feel like suspense and scared and sort of isolated in the jungle, I think that it takes away from it because I'm not sold on Arnie being a real person. So then all of that suspense and build up is gone.
Yeah, no, I actually I do actually agree with you. Yeah, no.
And like this got me into a lot of trouble at work because
oh, really?
I have quite a lot of friends from work that have me on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
And they're all around like their sort of like early to mid 30s sort of place. So and then like they grew up with this, like watching it on VHS from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And like I have certain people there that like there's one dude, shout out to Brett, who his Letterboxd, he's very, very critical.
Yeah.
Like only will have like 10 movies max that are 5 stars.
Ooh.
And then will not have any more than that.
Damn.
And Predator is one of them. Like one of those 5 out of 5 star movies.
I mean, that's interesting. Okay, I don't see the 5-star appeal, but you know what? Go off, Brett. Go off.
So, after we did the Predator reviews, after we watched them and I posted them on Letterboxd, I came into work one day and I got a page out from my manager to be like, "Hey, Rhys, we need you at the manager's desk. Rhys, we need you at the manager's desk." So, I came out. And he's like, "Dude, we've got to talk." and I'm thinking, "Oh no! Oh, what have I done wrong? Did I fuck up a sale? Did I did I come late and I didn't realize like what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, what's happening? How can I help?" And he looks at me in all sincerity and goes, "What's up with your Predator review, dude?" What is up with your Predator review? Ooh. And then I had to defend myself and explain exactly what I'm explaining on the podcast now.
Damn, man.
Because he's like, "Dude, it's Arnie's best."
Not even close.
A lot of these people at work, they really, really stand by the fact that it is one of his best, like peak Arnold.
I mean, it is during Arnold's peak, but I wouldn't say it is peak Arnold. Like, come on, Terminator, bro. Like, come on, that's peak Arnold, man.
And like,
no, Kindergarten Cop is peak Arnold, bro.
And I think that it is like really, really good him, but I think it just doesn't mix with this movie. But also, this is my analysis on the this is my analysis is that I reckon that we're here looking at it as a horror movie, and I think that Arnie sort of negates a lot of those sort of horror elements there, where it is it's a composite of an action movie and a horror movie, and that's cool. Like that's I think that's interesting. I think that's one of its biggest strengths.
It's a blend that can like work really well if done right.
Oh, I think that it's interesting.
Yeah.
But I think that it doesn't really perfect it here.
Yeah.
So then I think that it doesn't mix as well. But then a lot of people that are looking at it as an action movie with a bit of horror elements, I think they are who it really resonates.
Yeah, I think those are the people that like get more out of it because like I think a lot of people, I think most audiences that like love this movie, they go in expecting like an action movie with horror elements. We're more fans of the horror genre compared to action. You know, I think you can agree. Like, you're not a big action movie kind of guy.
I'm not really an action movie kind of guy.
Yeah, no, me neither. And like a lot of the action in this does not do anything for me. Honestly, it's like just it's visual white noise to me. A lot of that 80s kind of macho man action. Like, I understand the appeal and it is fun, but I need to be in a certain mood to get fully into it. And like while watching this movie, I was just like, yeah, it's guns, shooting, muscly guys shooting.
A lot of muscles. There's a lot of muscles.
A lot of guns. But just after a while, it just becomes tiresome.
But to be devil's advocate and to get myself out of this hole that I've dug.
Yeah.
I think it is fun, though. I think it's good. I think that it is good.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not a bad movie by any means, and I obviously understand the appeal, but, it's just... There's always going to be some people that are a bit mixed on it, and we are those people.
And expectations, I think, are sort of a big deal, and our prior experience in the genre, that's what is shaping our perspective on this, right? And, that is... I can see this being a 5 out of 5 film if I grew up on it, got it from Blockbuster on VHS every time that I had my friends over for a sleepover.
Oh, definitely.
Watching it and just going, laughing and being in hysterics and being in awe of Arnie's muscles and his one-liners, and then the Predator comes up and stuff gets a little bit scary. Ooh. The mood, the tension of the sleepover starts to rise, and then you go to bed potentially having nightmares, but you're having nightmares with your friends.
That is beautiful. That is really beautiful.
And on this, here's a bit of the trailer.
We are a rescue team, not assassins. Now, what do we gotta do?
In a part of the world where there are no rules.
We pick up their trailer at the chopper, run them down, grab those hostages before anybody knows we were there. What do you mean, we?
Deep in the jungle, where nothing that lives is safe.
You lose it here, you're in a world of hurt. Showtime, kid. Knock, knock.
An elite rescue squad.
You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
Is being led by the ultimate warrior.
We need the best. That's why you're here.
But now...
What's got Billy so spooked?
There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man. They're up against the ultimate enemy.
Holy Mother of God.
Nothing like it has ever been on Earth before.
She says the jungle just came alive and took him.
We cannot see it.
No blood, no bodies. We hit nothing.
But it sees the heat of our bodies and the heat of our fear.
Whatever it is out there, it killed Hopper. And now it wants us.
It kills for pleasure.
He was skinned alive.
It hunts for sport.
It's killing us one at a time. We're all gonna die.
But this time, it's picked the wrong man to hunt.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Damn, actually, not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that trailer.
It is a very 80s trailer.
Oh, yeah.
That is,
yes.
It makes it look campier than the actual movie is.
Yeah, nah, oh god, yeah. I think my favorite part about watching the trailer is just at the very end, when they're like introducing the title, it's like 20th Century Fox presents Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then they say Predator, but like, in my head, I'm just thinking like, I should tell Rhys to stop playing the trailer because, it's just 20th Century Fox presents Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, they present him. And I love how trailers will do that. They used to do that quite often. Because they would market it as so explicitly as just the star more than anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
Even on the movie poster, Schwarzenegger is almost as big as Predator on this movie poster.
God.
And it almost looks like the title is called Schwarzenegger Predator. which is pretty much what this movie is. It is Predator looking over Schwarzenegger. So
True.
So this movie begins with a shot that does not even look fitting in this film of a spaceship just flying through the sky. Do you remember that? Flying through space.
Are you sure we're not thinking about the 2018 movie? No. Okay, no. I know what you're talking about.
Not through the sky, sorry. Through space.
Through space,
yes.
Yes, okay, yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
And this looks like a shot from Alien or something. It doesn't look like... When I was looking at this, I was like, hey, wait a minute. I don't remember this.
This isn't scary at all.
I don't remember this.
What the heck, bro?
Yeah, so it's... The first shot is trying to, trying to put this idea in your head that you're about to watch a sci-fi film.
Yeah.
And then it sort of just stops getting all sci-fi for the first probably 45 minutes or so.
Basically nearly the first half really, just turns into like just straight up fucking just Arnold action movie with Arnold and the boys.
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Ripping through the jungle. Fuck yes.
So we right away come to meeting our crew.
Oh, yes.
Our crew of big muscle
Do you
men.
remember any of their names?
I don't.
I only remember Arnold's name Dutch, and
Yeah.
then I remember Carl Weathers is his friend. Was the guy that
plays
hired him.
the friend.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, no. Also, Shane Black is in it as well.
Yes,
Director
yeah.
of such movies like The Nice Guys and The Predator.
Yes, so we watched this on Blu-ray, and it looks very nice.
Oh yeah,
got to say,
very sexy.
crisp. But it sounded shit. I think that it just did not sound like the production values for the sound was very good at all.
Now, do you think that's the movie's fault or the Blu-ray's fault?
I think that the Blu-ray would have tried to remaster master up the audio as much as it possibly could have.
Yeah.
So I think that it sort of got normalized sort of at the end of this film.
Yeah.
But at the start, I think it just sounds terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I think it does. That was one noticeable thing is that I'm like, this does not sound good at all.
I don't think I really noticed that, honestly. But then again, it's like maybe just wasn't thinking about it or whatever. But I didn't really see that.
I think it was like the dialogue that just did not sound good. But to be honest, was it really about dialogue, this movie?
Oh, definitely.
Was that really their priority, or was it more just like let's get some nice visuals?
What are you talking about, mate? The dialogue is great. What about what's the Australian, the guy with the mustache? What about his dialogue?
Oh, he's great.
His first fucking line in the movie is calling calling everyone the F slur.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, different time, but am I supposed to like this guy? Bit weird that's his first introductory line. Like, come on.
Yeah, not very PC, this guy.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Yeah,
bro?
not really representing Australia too well.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
We're forward thinking. It's okay.
Are we though, Rhys? Are we?
We definitely are. We're getting better than this dude.
Yeah,
who is telling everyone the F slur and
or just because they wouldn't have some of his chewing tobacco.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, well, honestly, I would probably deny chewing tobacco if I could.
Yeah, yeah, I actually probably would as well. I don't know. Like, I smoke cigarettes, but like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of chewing tobacco. Like,
Hey,
I haven't tried it, but like, I'm scared.
Hey, anyone that's listening right now that's tried chewing tobacco, please reach out to tell us what it's like. Because I don't have much interest at all. Because smoking it already feels pretty gross. Chewing on it in your mouth, I don't know. And also, it's not a very nice look, the whole spitting of freaking brown liquid.
Oh, God,
brown
yeah.
goopy liquid to get it out of your mouth.
It's so fucking gross, man.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, so Arnie is a terrible actor, but he does have a lot of presence.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, he steals every scene that he's in because of his physical presence.
Yeah.
And it's so... I love how he's this Austrian dude with a thick as fuck accent.
Yeah.
But then still is just playing like...
An all-American
hero.
Yeah, they do not... all the movies, I just love. He never hides the accent. It's very adorable.
He doesn't hide the accent, but then also they don't ever make him an Austrian character, it doesn't seem.
Literally.
So that's another thing that I'm here thinking, what?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's just like, you gotta suspend your disbelief when watching like the Arnold action movies and all that.
Can
like,
no one else hear this?
Like,
is this just me?
Like, the only movie I think that it makes sense that where he has the fucked accent is in Terminator, because like, he sounds very robotic, and like obviously that's kind of why he was casted.
Yeah.
So it works there. But here where he's like, "You son of a bitch, I am all-American male, going to fight in the jungle." It's like, yes, you are American. Keep trying, bro.
Oh,
keep trying, buddy.
yes. I think that he doesn't have as good of one-liners at the start of this movie as Blaine, the Australian dude's name is Blaine.
Oh,
my notes
Blaine,
tell
okay.
me. I think that he had better one-liners here, man.
What fucking lines did he have? Did he have
Damn sexual Tyrannosaurus. And obviously I ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, yeah. He was the guy that said that line.
I think he was only one-liners, basically. Only slurs and one-liners,
Yep.
which pretty much is what the typical Australian male is like anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So I think at least it was culturally appropriate.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't feel like just someone ripping off our culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Represented 80s era Australia very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
and we do meet Shane Black's character, who just makes vagina jokes all the time.
That's his whole character. I think he's the first one to die in the movie as well. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no,
The
we
pervert
can't hear unfunny pussy jokes.
Yeah,
Fuck.
the pervert goes first all the time.
Damn.
Well,
rest
at
in
least
peace.
that's sort of like future proofing. And they so when we're introduced to all these people, there's I feel like that you don't really get a great sense of their character.
No, you don't at all. Like,
but you're not supposed to, right?
No, well, not really, honestly. Like, you know, it's an action fucking movie. It's an action movie / horror movie, and like a lot, you know, those movies, like, you don't fucking go in for the character development. You know, you go in for the kills, you go in for the action, blah blah blah. You know,
you go for the muscles.
Exactly, the muscles and the blood.
They do try and introduce though the Dutch and Dylan, the great friends.
Yes, by having the best scene in the movie where it's the fucking he's like, Dylan, you son of a bitch, and then just doing the iconic fucking arm wrestle shit. What's wrong, Dylan? They got you pushing too many pencils. And it's unironically fucking love that scene.
The manliest handshake that I've ever seen in my life.
We literally, like you, me, fucking other people, you know, we do that shit on nearly a daily basis.
I do that with people at work sometimes.
Yeah, I do that with fucking you half the time when I see you.
It's like I have appreciation of this, and I can sort of appeal to my work friends, being like, see, I like this at least.
You can appeal or you can pander to them.
Yeah, I'm pandering to my work friends.
Oh man,
guys, I don't hate it all. It's okay.
You heard it here first. JB Hi-Fi, Reese's friends. Reese is he's just pandering to you guys.
Yeah, I'm fake.
Yep.
Fake fan.
Wow, disgusting.
They kicked the fuck out of a vulture in this. Do you remember when?
Oh yeah.
So we do have that this vulture is around because the first dead body that comes about is being torn to cinder by this by the vulture.
Torn to cinder, very nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, getting my vocab really
bro.
excellent.
I love Cinder from Spyro, bro. Let's go. Fuck yes.
So that Cinder.
There's a character named... There's a black dragon named Cinder in Spyro. In, the Legend of Spyro games. The, like, edgy mid-2000s games.
Okay.
You never played them.
I know,
You're lost.
Missed out.
Anyone that played
OG.
the Legend of Spyro trilogy, fucking... Let us know, because, I played them. I grew up playing those games. Very epic. Elijah Wood as Spyro. Pretty, interesting casting choice, but you know what? Iconic. Anyways, do continue.
So they kick the fuck out of a vulture.
They do.
Yeah, no respect for animals in this.
Yeah, well, fuck vultures, bro.
In the 80s, though, they I think that they must have still had do you think they were still looking after animals and making sure to treat them with the uttermost respect?
In the 80s, they weren't even fucking taking care of people, bro. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Oh man, no. Honestly, I do you think that was a real vulture that they kicked though?
That was a real vulture that they kicked, without a doubt.
Yeah,
without a doubt, they used the real vulture for this.
Oh my god,
that poor vulture handler that would have come in for one day on set, brought his favorite vulture to like, oh, you're gonna be in a big Hollywood movie, and then he gets kicked by Arnie.
Oh my! I mean, honestly, you know, that's kind of an honor in and of itself. You know, being kicked by the Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do. You know how there's always like we'll talk about things like, oh, would you rather would you get into a fight with this celebrity in a bar sort of thing, and usually the go-to is like, yeah, I would like to do that just to go on the rest of my life and say that I got into a fight with Arnold Schwarzenegger in a bar.
Yeah,
I think that honestly is. I think that you'd be more embarrassed than anything else.
Why?
I think if anyone would mention that in a sentence and be like, yeah, got into a fight with Danny DeVito in this place, I think that you would think that you sound very cool, but then you would just sound so fucking lame.
Yeah, no, that
you would
does
be
make
like,
sense.
Why would you do that?
I mean, yeah, getting into a fight with Danny DeVito. Why would you do that? Like, come on.
It would have to be like a hated, a hated celebrity.
Yeah, I got
believe.
into a fight with James Corden. Oh yeah, you fucking legend, Kane. Yeah, but I lost though.
What?
Oh.
No, James Corden. Even though that he's like joked on,
people like him.
Well, he's joked on, but he's not a bad guy.
Okay. We're talking about actual like pieces of shit and all.
Honestly, that's probably one of the worst ones. Beating up James Corden is just sad.
Yeah.
Because then it feels like that someone would do it as a joke.
I don't know, man. If you watched Cats, I don't know. You might disagree with that.
Out of just aggression of like, where's my fucking money, man?
Yeah, I want my fucking money back, man.
I lost money for 2 tickets of that.
Oh my god, fucking hell.
Have I told you about when I went to go see Cats in the movie?
I think you did years ago, like when the movie originally came out. That was like 2020 when the movie came out, right?
Hannah and I went to go see it just after New Year's, and we halfway through the movie, not even halfway, probably a third, we were getting so bored that we just put AirPods in and started listening to music in the theater together instead.
Really?
And then even that wasn't entertaining us enough.
Yeah,
that we're like,
movie's fucking trash.
Can we leave and come back? So we left and got lunch, and then came back for the ending.
And oh my god, yeah, no, I literally like, because I've never taken a smoke break during a fucking movie before, but I was literally like, this movie sucks dick. So I literally went out, had a cigarette, went to the toilet, came back, and I was like, oh my god, it's still fucking going. Oh my god, kill me now. Like the novelty of funny cat people wore off after like 5 minutes
because it just gets boring and it's so like visually uninteresting.
Yeah, and it just makes no sense, honestly.
Yeah. It's so sporadic that you don't. Like, I did not, even movies that are awful, I still want to see the entire thing.
Yeah, exactly. You want to commit to the whole bit. You know
I want to like get why it's bad.
Yeah.
This I understood right away, and I'm like, I don't need to watch the rest of it to understand.
Yeah, literally. It's like, watching a bad movie is like, I could turn this off, but no, I started this, I need to finish it. It's like, when I watched Dirty Grandpa, which is one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen in my life.
Is that like painfully bad? Like you want to get out of it?
Dude, I literally, I was watching on Netflix, I saw that there was like, also I was watching the unrated cut, the dirtier
unrated
cut. But I looked at Netflix, I looked at on Netflix, and there was like 40 minutes left. I literally screamed at my TV to myself. I'm like, there's still 40 fucking minutes left. Like, I was genuinely upset watching this movie. Like, I was fucking livid.
You're there banging on the TV, like yelling at the progression bar, going, move!
Yeah, no, literally, no, I was actually...
It's asleep!
You should have seen me watching this movie, though, because I was, like, fucking miserable watching it. I hated everything about it.
With those dumb comedies, though, I can't believe, like, I can't even picture something being that bad.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I caught it on a bad day, but like it was one of the most unfunny, unpleasant movies I've ever had the displeasure of watching.
A big bout of depression.
Oh my god, fucking hell! It's awful movie. But anyways, Predator.
Anyway, the Predator. So we do see some corpses here when people are starting to get killed for the first time.
Yes, we do.
And it's pretty disturbing when the corpses are found.
Yeah, they're very jarring tonal shift.
From what I've heard, that was one of those like images that stuck in people that sort of grew up in the 80s and 90s.
I could definitely see that. Like, it doesn't do much for me because like we're desensitized to like fucking blood and gore and all that shit. But like, it is very impressive, like, the detail and makeup and fucking, I don't know if it was makeup or a dummy or whatever, but like, it looks very cool.
The cultured attitude surrounding this film, though, was at the time, it was like it was a film that you would watch with your family. Like, it was seen as just like an action movie.
Yeah.
And that's what people are reporting to me at work about, saying that like we would just watch this all together as a family when I was 8 years old. And then these corpses being hung up, skinned alive. That is what would terrify them.
Yeah. And, it's fucked.
And that's what they would see in there. That's their peak nightmare fuel in the film.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, but it's not very suspenseful, I don't think. I think that it's like, I can see a kid finding this scary, but I don't think that it adds too much suspense in the way that it's constructed and revealed.
I mean, true. I get what they're trying to do though. Like, they're trying to show that, whoever did this is not to be messed with and all that. They like, it's a good way of building up the central antagonist, the Predator and all that. But I also do get where you're coming from though.
But do you feel that it did build up? Like, well,
I don't.
Like, this is opinion time. Opinion time.
Not like, I don't know, not really, but like I see what they were going for. Like, I see what they were going for, but like, kind of like you, I'm just like, maybe a bit more could have been done with like build up and suspense and all that to like, building up the Predator, obviously.
Because I feel like that with that happening, they just sort of like gloss over it a little bit and then they just move on.
Yeah.
And like that is where, like, because they don't feel like that. Like, I don't feel that they are terrified. For like a lot of them, so then I don't feel terrified.
Yeah, they kind of just brush it off. Really, they're just like, "Oh, skinned alive corpse. Damn, that sucks." All right,
exactly.
Anyways, moving on, boys. Let's go.
This shit is weird, and then they just move on.
Yeah.
And then they move on to destroy a Vietnamese village.
Yeah. I mean, what? No, it wasn't a village. It was more so like a military compound.
Oh,
type
true.
thing.
Yeah, didn't see any women.
Yeah,
or
we
children.
aren't watching Platoon starring Charlie Sheen, mate. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, this is so, and there's a lot of falling. There's so
Oh
much
my
falling in
god, dude, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it's like watching a fucking comedy with all the Pratt falling.
It
oh
is,
my god,
it is hilarious.
there's so many insert shots of just people just flying through the air, and it's so fucking funny every time.
It is more comedic than it is anything else. This scene,
Yeah, literally.
and it's like, and I think that this scene sort of goes down as like an iconic, like crazy good action set piece.
Yeah, and it's like, it's, you know, the action is just like, you know, it's just typical 80s action, you know, just gun shooting.
A lot of explosions.
A lot of gun shooting and a lot of falling, and also some one-liners as well.
Yes, there.
Yeah. Not Arnold's best, but, you know, still funny, you know. Throws the machete into the dude's chest and he's like, stick around.
Yeah.
You know, pretty cool.
There's, and I didn't feel like this, though, really struck me too much in a, wow, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Me neither.
This is more just, I just kept on seeing the falls and being like, there are a lot of people, like, these people, their balance is terrible.
Yeah, I know, like, I guess everyone just has fucking sea legs or some shit, Jesus
If their
Christ.
balance is so bad, why make this base with such high platforms all over the place?
Yeah, I know, it's bit of a design flaw, you know what I mean?
Keep close to the ground if your balance isn't your strong suit. That's what I think.
That is a smart way of thinking about it.
And then there's no towers to destroy. And it's not that they could see that much anyway from up there, because all the trees would be covering up what they're seeing.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is very true.
Yeah. So yeah, our first death in the group is the nerd, the gentleman who makes all the vagina jokes.
Gentleman.
Yeah, and we also see
the Glenn Quagmire of the group. Yes,
he is our Quagmire without a doubt.
Yeah,
and and we see our first bad camouflage effect.
Oh, but like, come on, man!
It's charming. It's charmingly
yeah,
bad.
exactly. It has its charm, and it's also it's like, you know, iconic in its own way. You know what I mean?
I like that. I think that is cool, and also that I think would be suspenseful at the time. If
Oh
like,
yeah, seeing that shit, you'd be like, what the fuck?
What is this?
You'd be like the fucking characters in the movie. You'd be like, the jungle is literally coming alive.
Yeah, exactly. What does this even mean? Is it ghosts?
Yeah.
I feel like people that would have been like not knowing what they were getting themselves into when going into seeing it in theater would have gone, is this a haunted jungle? Is this the ghosts of Vietnamese soldiers?
It's the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein come to haunt us all.
Yeah.
It's the Predator.
It is Predator. But Jeffrey Epstein would have been a young man at this point.
He would have been sadly vibing. Sadly,
this is only in modern day would Jeffrey Epstein's Predator be coming about.
Oh my god, rest in hell, you fucking
ghost.
clown. Jesus Christ.
And then our second death was the Captain Australia.
Oh yeah!
Blaine,
oh my god!
Blaine then dies second.
Damn,
very unceremoniously though.
How did he do? Like a lot of the
his
kills,
head explodes, right?
I don't remember honestly. I don't remember a lot of the kills in this movie.
Just fake it. We're on a podcast.
I mean, yes, dude, his head exploded. Yes. That was I don't know what you're talking about. That was pretty fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, and it's very unceremonious, but it is unexpected.
It does catch you by surprise.
Yeah, and that sort of starts to raise the stakes a bit.
Yeah.
That. Okay, anyone in this group can sort of die, besides, of course, Arnie.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got that plot armor on. Mm-hmm. And it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, honestly.
And we only see quite shortly after this, for the first time, our uncamouflaged Predator.
Yes.
And it looks great.
And this was
it looks so good.
His first like shot non-camouflage was when he was when he was like, you know, taking the skull, right? Like ripping.
Yes.
The shot of like, because I didn't know if that was like later on in the movie, but okay.
It's in the tree, correct?
Yeah, he was in the tree, and holding like the skull and spine. Yeah, no, honestly, bro, fucking iconic. And just also, can we just say that the Predator design itself, so fucking cool. Like,
it is a great design.
Like, I think, what was it? I think our mate Jacob was bitching about how he had like fishnets on and all that.
I think that's great.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, dude, don't knock a classic design. Come on, man. It doesn't have to, he has fishnets. Fucking who cares? Whatever.
Exactly. You should be able to wear whatever gendered clothes you want to.
Exactly. You do be kind of getting me bricked up, though, with those fishnets, bro.
Yeah, you know, there's a special spot in my erotic brain for fishnets.
Yeah, there's a special spot in hell for people who are into the Predator with fishnets.
Oh,
but you know,
yourself?
Yes, sadly, yes.
what I really like about his design, I really like his reptilian fingers.
Ooh, yes,
I really like that. Like, it looks like a crocodile's hand.
Yeah.
And I find that quite intimidating and makes it look very organic.
Mm-hmm.
And you really believe that it could be like some strange freaking hybrid creature that just like has you don't. I don't think that you think alien right away. I think you think
like a genetic abomination type
shit. Exactly. Like, this was made in a lab and just was like a terrible mistake.
And because like you know, throughout most of the movie he has that fucking iconic Predator mask on, you're like, what the hell does he look like underneath? Like, and then obviously you see it later and it's like, oh, what the fuck? His face look like he has a very reptilian kind of look with his body, and then like his face looks like a fucking insect.
It does look very, very insecty.
Yeah.
Which is like similar to the xenomorphs, right? They have very sort of insect-like qualities.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, with their exoskeleton. There's I think that the Predator mask, like the helmet, doesn't look explicitly like a mask. I think that, like, if you're going into this and you don't know that is a helmet, then I think that you would assume that is what they just look like.
Yeah, no, that's how I assumed they looked like when I first like found out about the Predator. I was like, whoa, that's a weird face. And then like obviously I was like, oh wait, it's a helmet. Oh, okay, kind of cool.
Which just means that the actual helmet reveal, like the face reveal later on, would have had so much more weight if you didn't know what was going on.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And also because, like, you know, in the trailer they don't show, they didn't do the thing where they show the Predator's actual face, which like I feel like a modern trailer would do.
I think that you do see it little bit in the background. So in the trailer, you do see a little bit of the Predator near the end, because a lot of old school trailers, what they seem to do, which is really interesting, is it's all the shots they show you are in like a linear chronological order that they appear in the film.
Yeah, I noticed that they literally show the Predator's death in the movie, like with Arnold running away from the explosion.
Yeah,
but like obviously, you know, you don't know that it's the Predator fucking suicide bombing. And
it's really, really interesting. It runs you through like a summary of the movie.
Yeah,
and like I know that like modern trailers they give away the whole movie.
Yeah,
but it doesn't feel like that it's like a footnotes of the movie as much.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, where this is just like, it just like pretty much, it summarizes it in a very neat little package.
It summarizes it, but like doesn't really spoil it in a way, you know what I mean?
It doesn't make it seem like that's how the movie is playing.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't,
even though that it gives you the footnotes on how it does.
Yeah. Like if you're in 1987 and like, you know, you're watching the trailer for the first time and you haven't seen the movie, then obviously you're gonna be like, oh, what the hell? Like, you know, you won't feel like you've had the movie spoiled to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Meanwhile, with us, you know, because we've seen the movie, we watch the trailer, like, oh, okay, yeah, this is.
And we're like, this is the movie. This is the whole thing. and yeah, so in the last sort of bit of the trailer where it's sort of showing you different bits and pieces from the climax, you do see the Predator in different shots, but it's not a close up.
Okay.
And also it sort of works for it. This old trailer is like it's quite low res.
Yeah.
So you don't see high definition in the background or all these details. So that sort of works for it in a way.
Yeah, no, not gonna lie, I do agree, honestly. And you know, it's just good that, like, you know, they don't literally just have like a whole fucking segment of the trailer just showing off the Predator like a modern trailer would do.
I think that a lot of the effects would look even more sort of terrifying in the old days if you were watching it on VHS, because it wouldn't have been as clear.
Oh, yes, true though.
And I think that would have had a little bit of, that would have probably given it a little bit more weight, to be honest. Like, I reckon on VHS, that the camouflage Predator look would look terrifying.
Oh, yeah, especially like at a young age. You'd be like, what? Yeah, you'd be like fucking wilding out. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Because it would be even more distorted and you would not really you would be able to make out less of it.
Yeah.
Which would make it probably more scary, I think.
Yeah, no, honestly, I do see what you mean, not gonna lie.
And probably, I think that also would have been why, that would have also given a lot more weight, is imagine you're 8 years old. 10 years old. You've got to sleep. You've got a friend. You've got a kid.
You've got a kid.
Yeah,
10 years old, and I've got a son already. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and you're showing him this movie.
Yeah.
Now you've got a friend that's staying over the night, and you see, let's watch Predator. It's Arnie. There's going to be explosions. There's going to be fun, and then it turns into a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's where all the weight would have come.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
That's what it would have come from, and that's where I sort of do identify with the appeal of this.
Oh yeah.
But we're just unlucky.
I know.
Our perspective.
We're too fucking pretentious to get into this movie the way other people have gotten into this movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we just, because we knew all of the bits and pieces already beforehand.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we knew a lot of the bits and pieces going into Alien and all that, but we fucking fell in love with that movie. But then again, they're kind of as similar as the Alien and Predator series are, sci-fi, horror, blah, blah, blah. They are, the first Predator and the first Alien could not be more far apart. In terms of just quality, style, tone, fucking just everything, you know what I mean? Like, everyone, groups the Alien Predator together, but, honestly, it kind of feels weird, grouping those two iconic aliens together. You know what I mean? It honestly feels like it doesn't work in a way. Well, I feel like I'll be able to discuss them more when we get to the AVP movies. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. These two, I think that the franchises are interestingly comparable, but then the initial ones though, not very much.
Well, I mean, you can compare them, and obviously, we've got the AVP movies. We've got obviously they have we'll talk about it more in Predator 2, but they kind of tease that they know about the xenomorphs and all that, but it's it's just interesting that they were grouped together, you know what I mean?
They do both have interesting blood though. We have fluoro blood in for this Predator.
Yep, they bleed glow stick juice.
They do, yeah, exactly. You know what, when you're at the grade 6 disco and then you open up one of them and then it spills.
And then
that's the blood of a
I'd
Predator.
always have kids talking to me about the glow stick shit, and they'd be like, that's poisonous, it's gonna burn your skin, and I'd be fucking freaking out, bro.
If you get that in your mouth, you die.
Yes, so many fucking people would be like that. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
And so another character that we haven't spoken about, but I think a very integral character here is Mr. Sweat, who his actual name is Mac.
Yeah,
but he's the sweaty boy. Who shines.
Oh yes. Oh, fucking Kevin Peter Hall, right?
Kevin Peter Hall,
the actor that plays
No, Kevin Peter Hall is Predator.
Fucking what am I thinking? Oh my god.
He's played by Bill Duke.
Okay, fucking.
But the sweaty boy.
Yes, good old sweaty boy.
He does not stop sweating, and I think I mentioned this in our Alien review, but the way that sweat and film interact,
dude,
there's some sort of chemical thing that occurs that just makes it look great.
Oh yeah, no, honestly,
fantastic reaction.
It's a good follow up to the sweatiness in this movie. It's a good follow up to the sweatiness that was featured in Alien and all that. Not as dirty and grimy as Sweaty Ripley was in Alien, but very shiny type sweat in this one. You know what I mean? And very humid.
The shiny head just gets blown apart.
Yes.
Right on the lens as well. Right into the lens.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god. Actually, I will say though, Bill Duke's character, Mac, I think did you notice they tried to have an emotional, they kind of tried to make him kind of an emotional character in that movie? Because he starts mourning the loss of, I don't fucking remember who died that he was getting all upset about.
Probably Blair, I think.
It might have been, yeah. And I remember they'll do
that's when he does the Gatling gun into the jungle, right? Because he takes Blair's because it's his Gatling gun in the first place. Yeah. So he's the one that picks up the minigun and then just screams into the jungle, just shooting and tearing apart the entire freaking place.
Oh my god, deforestation be like.
Yeah, exactly. Not very environmental, man.
Exactly.
All that metal just going straight into the jungle.
No, but I
see behind that's probably where the Vietnamese civilian village.
Oh,
lies.
True. Where did this movie take place? Actually, what jungle are we in?
Because it's Nam, right?
I don't think it's Nam. No, because this was in the 80s, so this was way past the Vietnam War. At least a couple years past. I think maybe in Burma or something.
Valverde.
Where the fuck is that?
This is a fictional Central American banana republic.
Banana Republic?
Yeah.
Why does that sound so fucking fun? Welcome to the Banana Republic, my brother.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
What?
So this seems to appear in... It says here that this seems to appear in a few 80s and 90s action movies, but actually it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
So this was originally invented for Commando, which also has Arnie in it.
Oh, good.
But it doesn't exist.
And Bill Duke is in it as well, actually, funny enough.
How interesting is that?
Damn.
So Valverde is a fictional country.
Whoa, the Arnold Cinematic Universe. Oh my god, it's all connected. Soy? Oh.
This is very, very cool. I think that's a great concept.
I did not even know that. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, that's a Valverdenese village just is probably getting just shredded apart.
Yeah, fucking the Banana Republic leaders are getting mowed down right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Rest in peace, my banana brothers.
All the shortage of bananas that's probably happening in America because of it at the time.
No, fucking hell! No wonder bananas are so expensive these days.
I know.
Fucking hell, we got Bill Duke to blame for that. Fuck you, Bill Duke.
Yeah, for his emotional outburst.
Yeah, no, but like I do appreciate that they actually like tried to give him a bit of depth though, with him mourning the loss of Blair.
Yeah, totally.
And like, it does feel kind of jarring, just, having like a big, like, an emotional moment in this fucking, stupid 80s action horror movie. But like, it was appreciated, honestly. I wish we kind of got a bit more of that.
Yeah, I think it's a really, really good part of the movie is that they actually try and humanize this person a little bit because they're not very humanized the other people.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, it's nice. I like it. That's all I can really say. There's not really much else to say about that whole kind of portion of the movie, but it's appreciated.
But because they don't really develop it, they more just introduce it. It's happening, and then maybe that was what they were going for, though, to sort of build up. This guy has emotions, doesn't know what to do with it, doesn't have to worry anyway because his brain freaking explodes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god.
So we're seeing at this point that the laser things that the Predator's shooting off are pretty strong weapons.
Yeah, you could say that.
Because the next person to die is Dylan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and he dies in a phenomenal way.
Oh, yes. Oh, my fucking god.
Gets his freaking arm ripped clean off by one of these weird laser things.
And while holding the gun and still shooting.
And it's still shooting.
Yes. Oh, my fucking god.
Because his fingers would still be clamped in there.
That's also crazy, though, that, like, Carl Weathers, like, is... you think that, like... Because, like, he's a pretty big actor in the 80s, fucking good old Apollo Creed and all that. You think that he would probably be, like, with Arnold at the very end of the movie. Like, maybe he would still die, but, like, be one of the last to die, but he's not. And that's just, I think that's kind of neat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that, like, Arnie gets shot by the same lasers.
Oh my fucking god,
but nothing happens.
He had blood armor.
Well, he gets hurt, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, he's like, ah.
Yeah, but he doesn't... But, like, his arm doesn't come off.
Yeah, he's in...
His head doesn't explode.
It's because he's got bigger muscles than Carl Weathers.
Exactly, yeah. if he wasn't pushing so many pencils.
Sorry, Carl Weathers, don't be pushing so many pencils.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, then maybe he would have been able to keep his arm.
Yeah, start pushing weights instead of pushing pencils, pussy.
Yeah, yeah. And we hear at this point too... the iconic line of, get to the chopper!
Oh, yes. A very iconic line that will later be, sadly, shoehorned into later movies and other movies of the same ilk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's okay.
But in the moment, in this movie, iconic. Love it.
It's a compliment to the initial quote, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And here we go when pretty much all of our people are dead now.
Yeah.
We've got only pretty much I think one more character left.
Dutch, yeah. Well, the girl as well, whatever her name was. We never even mentioned that because she has like literally no character in the movie.
Oh man, no freaking relevance to me, honestly.
Just woman in the only female in the movie. Where's the representation, Predator?
We've got Billy.
Oh, yeah. Good old Billy, who are actually really great setup for his death, honestly. Very cool, but then just dies off screen.
Yeah, it happens off screen.
Yeah,
but I think that was nice because that showed that he was ready to die and he's ready to sacrifice himself.
Oh, yeah.
The goodness of friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God.
Goodness of friendship. Friendship's a very big theme that's in Kane and I's mind at the moment because we went last night to Nova to see Miami Connection, which is an 80s terrible independent movie that made by a guy named YK Kim, who also stars in it, and it is phenomenal.
It was a great time.
There's a beautiful song about friendship in it.
There is a on God banger, not gonna lie.
At the end, one of the characters gets to meet his dad for after leaving him.
Yeah, but he almost dies.
And he almost dies.
And we actually genuinely felt upset about it. We actually felt torn up about it.
I know, right?
In this shitty 80s fucking action movie.
Yeah, which is like one of those like cult, like so bad it's good type films.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually heart sank. Sank.
Yeah.
And then when the dad at the end is like, man, you're so lucky to have these great friends, and I care about you now too. Oh, how wonderful.
Oh, it's so heartwarming, man.
Yeah. So now it's just Dutch that's left.
Good old Dutch.
And this is where this is the best part of the movie.
Oh yeah,
right?
no, definitely.
My favorite scene in this movie is the parallel getting ready to hunt scene.
Yes.
Where it shows the Predator as well as Dutch getting ready, getting their bow. Like, Dutch is making his do-it-yourself bow.
Oh my god, yes.
An arrow.
So fucking cool, man.
The Predator is constructing a skull necklace, and you can see that they're both at this point. They're both on equal playing fields, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're both their own hunter in their own way.
Oh, definitely.
With their own motives, and that is so freaking great.
Oh yeah.
That is done well. The scale is just so good, and when it's focusing on that dynamic between the two, where it like feels like it's personal now.
Yeah.
That's when I think this movie shines the most.
It's so fucking nice. It's like what's it called? Yeah, it's like you got nice contrast with the like high tech versus more Arnold going back to basics with primitive technology.
Yes.
It's very
yes.
very fucking cool contrast, honestly.
Yeah, it shows that it's like as long as you've got your brain screwed on, then you're okay.
I don't think you got your brain screwed on, mate.
Yeah,
I don't. The word, bro.
Yeah, but it's that is by far the best.
It's when the movie starts getting a lot better, honestly.
Which ramps into the climax of pretty much that. I like how they sort of start, like they even go into like hand-to-hand sort of combat here. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah. No, it's honestly very thrilling, and like, sure, you're gonna be like, yeah, Arnold's not dying, like he's gonna win because it's Arnold, but like I think they do a somewhat decent job of like making him, seem at least a little bit vulnerable, at least, like maybe not fully, like you still know he's gonna live, but like there was an effort made to make him seem like, oh, he could die, but obviously he won't, but like you could see an effort was made, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that I ever like had a feeling like he was like I had a feeling that he was vulnerable, but I think that I always had in the back of my mind that he was going to survive.
Oh well, that's not, same here, but
that's not, and that's discounting like actually knowing that.
Yeah.
I feel like that you still believe.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
I could not see any way where this movie could end with Arnie dying and then the Predator wins.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely. But like, you got to appreciate that like they did make an effort in the movie to try to convey that he could die, you know what I mean?
I think that it makes it. I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
Really?
No, I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
I don't think that it makes it seem like that he could die. I think that it shows that he is like vulnerable and like the underdog here.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely the underdog versus Predator.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I think that you always know that he's going to survive.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And that's like in any action movie. I think that a lot of this like sort of final climax will have the big beefed up bad guy, but because our protagonist has that intellect and has that survival instinct, then he'll get through.
He's got the brawn, he's got the brains. Very epic.
Like the third act like climax thing of if someone's been like captured and they have no weapons and then they get themselves out of the base.
They gotta use their brains.
Yeah. And like that, and like I don't think that you're expected to think that this character is gonna die in that cliche.
Yeah.
But they are just below the other character. Yeah. But it's fun. It's just so much fun.
Oh, a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely.
And our Predator face reveal happens here.
Iconic. I love it. I love how fucking hideous the cunt looks.
It is done with so much weight.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh,
dude, imagine just being a kid and then seeing that horrific insect-looking motherfucker. Like, Jesus Christ. You'd be like Arnold. You'd just be like, you're one ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I love that Arnold. He's ready to freaking to insult this man.
Yeah.
He's ready to insult him.
Oh my
He's ready to
God.
diss the boy.
Yeah, I know. Like, you're insulting this immigrant. Basically, that's kind of fucked up, Arnold. It's kind of racist.
Just because he looks different doesn't
Yeah.
mean that he like this is like the opposite of that movie Wonder. It's trying it's trying to say that if anyone looks different to you,
it's funny that you mentioned.
don't accept him.
It's actually it's funny that you mentioned Wonder, just because fucking the kid that plays the deformed kid in Wonder, is in the Predator.
Yeah.
Good old Jacob
We'll talk
Tremblay.
about that then, though. Kane.
But dude,
We'll talk about it then.
I'm so excited to talk about
I
the
know.
2018 Predator.
Yeah, breaking out of our skin.
I know. Oh my God. But anyways.
So this character and costume design, unreal.
Oh, yeah,
very
definitely.
convincing. Probably one of the best Predator faces that we see in the entire franchise. Arguably.
It is the best, honestly. No, yeah, hands down, it is the best. It's the most iconic. It is the best face reveal, honestly.
But like even getting out of like looking at it objectively, not in a because it's the first.
Well, no. I'm not doing it as like a whole it's the first, so it's obviously the best. No, I just think it's the one with the most weight.
Oh, totally, totally.
So
and it looks probably the most biological, I believe.
Yeah,
and it has charm and sort of flaws that I think makes it look more compelling and endearing,
definitely, yeah,
and more convincing as well because. Bodies have flaws, faces have flaws, skin does.
But no one's perfect. However, we're all special in our own way. Even you, Predator.
And I love here that when the Predator is taking off all of his weapons, it's showing that it's an honorable fighter. It's an honorable hunter that isn't here looking at pressing down and squashing ants.
Yeah, he's not here trying to shoot fish in a barrel. He wants a challenge.
The Predator is in the business of fair fights.
Yeah.
And that is that's why it has no problem with being stealthy and taking out all the beefy boys throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
Is because they're there with giant guns and weapons and they're on an equal playing field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's always been one of my favorite things about the Predator lore is that they're honorable hunters and all that. And I always was like, holy fuck, I really like this shit. That is so fucking cool to see this villain with, some fucking fucking God damn it, I forgot the word.
Got integrity.
Integrity.
This
honor.
villain has integrity and also has here it's showing that its mode of killing and its mode of violence is impacted and affected directly by the motivation.
Yeah.
The motivation is to have a fair fight. It's a sport for it.
Yeah.
So if it was just there on the I like killing things because I like killing things, it's not that. It's there because it's a game.
That's what's really cool. What sets it apart from the xenomorph and all that. Because the xenomorph is a fucking wild animal, and then throughout most of the movie, you probably think this is just a fucking brain dead fucking killing machine.
Yeah.
But then showing that he respects a good fight, taking off the weapons. You're like, okay, there's a bit more layers to this killer. Hell yes.
There's also there's morals going on and there's intellect. Predator has intellect, which is very, very cool.
It shows that there's a bit more brains behind the brawn in this.
And also forgot to mention too that Dutch at this point is covered in mud because of his whole how did he realize that that by being covered in mud, man, he's just so smart.
Exactly. Yeah,
Dutch is just so smart.
Arnold's just a fucking intellect, bro. He's a scientist, mate.
How did he figure out? Oh, it has heat motion detection.
I think because there is a scene where he's initially covered in mud after falling down the waterfall and all that, which I think he fell down 2 waterfalls in that movie.
Oh my god!
Which obviously
nothing. Nothing.
Exactly. But no, he's in the riverbank and the Predator is coming up to him, and because he's covered up in mud, I think he just kind of naturally assumes that maybe he he clearly was looking at me but then walked away, so clearly the mud must have done something. I don't know, I think he just maybe was just naturally assumed that the mud would help.
I think that
hiding, at least. I don't know, that's my theory.
that explanation makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That explains it, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit of a cat and mouse thing going on after this because I think Arnold sort of realizes, right, he's like, I can't win this face down. This barehanded knuckle. This knuckle combat does not work for me.
Yeah, gotta play it smart, gotta play it Home Alone style.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have then the Predator does die. See, sort of going with genre convention. But anyway,
very nice.
But it is very, very weighty and so epic.
Yeah.
So much fun. And the Predator gets crushed, and probably my...
It's so fucking goofy when that shot of him getting crushed is so fucking goofy. I love it.
Yeah, that's a bit funny.
Oh
but,
my god, yeah.
But then like the Predator lying out on the ground, where like on its deathbed, is great.
Oh yeah, covered in his fucking glowy blood and all that.
Covered in the fluoro blood.
Oh.
And then my second favorite thing happens in this movie, which is playing the laugh.
Oh, dude, yes, I was just gonna mention that. Dude, it's so fucking unsettling. I love it.
Because how did he get that laugh?
I think he recorded it from like one. I don't know who I don't know who was laughing earlier in the movie, but like might have been Shane Black's character, maybe. But like he like recorded a soundbite and then like started playing it and all that.
I think it would have been one of the beefier dudes because
wait, it might have been Blair.
I think it was Blair.
It might have been Blair. Yeah,
but
yeah.
How fucking cool with it not even being like I think it's cool just a laugh like this sinister full of like hatred laugh sort of coming from the Predator, but it's so much cooler too that it's recorded from one of Dutch's dead friends.
Oh my god, yes.
And then it echoing throughout the jungle and also as Dutch realizes that the bomb is being set.
Also it sounds like very kind of distorted as well, the laughing, and it just adds to making it more unsettling, and it's like whoa, what's going on? I thought Arnold won. What's going on?
And then Dutch gets out just in time from this giant supernova explosion.
Oh my god, crazy!
Oh
shit.
My god, great!
Oh, really fucking cool. Great way to like end like that whole like third act. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, very yeah. I love the fact that like the Predators are like, you know, they're honorable, but they're also sore losers as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. If they were very honourable, then wouldn't they be like, good game, okay, you move on, which we sort of do see later on.
Yeah.
But this whole self-destruct thing is it's the complete fucking sore loser thing.
Yeah, maybe this is just... Oh, no, actually, I was going to say maybe this is just a special example of a Predator that's a sore loser. But no, like, I think in the other movies, like, you have them try to suicide bomb. I'm pretty sure in the second movie, one of them tries to suicide bomb and all that.
Well, they have the technology.
Yeah.
The technology being made and them having it on them shows that they, it's an intentional sore loser.
Oh my god, that's so fucking weird, bro.
I know,
that.
it's weird, very inconsistent.
Yeah,
inconsistent.
Yeah, mate, Yelches, sort out your morals, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
You're honourable, but you're also suicide bombers? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
And Arnie, he finally does get to the chopper at this point.
God bless. And we will never see him in any of these movies again.
And he's gone. His character arc is completely done.
Yep.
And it's okay now.
They will mention him in literally every movie. They will name drop him in every fucking movie. But
They do have to make you remember. Hey, remember that Arnie was in this franchise?
Literally. And so he will never come back. And yeah, rest in peace, Dutch.
So to summarize, I don't think that this movie really hit for me. It's a third act film, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that I will watch this again in different points of my life.
Yeah.
And I think that throughout the film, I'll just be waiting for that last act.
Yeah, I think this is a movie that, like, I appreciate a lot, for, effects, just the style, and also, like, how iconic it is. But it's a film that I am not in love with, but that's okay, because, other people love it. I don't, but that's all right.
It's not for us, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that this is for, like, a particular type of people that, like, it... I think that it would be the perfect movie for people that are action heads that, because of the horror elements, gives everything a little bit more weight.
Yeah.
So it makes it a heavier action movie for people, where we are seeing it as a lighter horror movie.
Yeah.
And that's where it doesn't hit as much.
Yeah, that's where, like, our tastes kind of clash in terms of, like, the general maybe, like, fan of the Predator of the first Predator.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I watched The Running Man the night before, and I liked that more, I think.
Yeah?
Like, The Running Man is another 80s Arnie movie.
Yeah.
That feels like a boss rush movie. Like, it's insane. There's just, like, so many over-the-top characters. It's campy. It is integral in its campiness.
Yeah.
And it's balls to the wall crazy.
Okay. Sounds interesting. I might need to give it a watch.
I totally recommend it. I think that is more fun, and I think everything works better altogether with it.
Nice.
Where people at work that have given Predator 5 stars gave The Running Man like 1 star.
Really?
Hated it. Yeah, hated it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Where I think that I think it's sort of perfect. Actually, interestingly enough, The Running Man is 1987.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yo, let's fucking go.
Very interesting. And it seems like that Edgar Wright is going to do like a remake or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be better be better than Last Night in Soho. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know.
Edgar Wright, don't do horror again, please.
Please, just probably stick to what you're doing. I like your action stuff instead of your horror stuff.
Yeah, I like your action stuff and your comedy stuff. Maybe make a movie like Baby Driver again, please. No Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
No Kevin Spacey or Ansel Elgort this time, please.
and The Running Man has this has Jesse Ventura, who plays Captain Australia.
Oh, nice.
Has him in it as well.
Yeah.
And he plays Captain Freedom in this. That is his actual name.
Captain... Dude, why wasn't Captain America in Avengers called Captain Freedom,
Captain Freedom.
That sounds like a fucking, that sounds like a superhero in The Boys, honestly.
It does. It sounds like a fake superhero.
Yeah, it sounds like an adversary to fucking Homelander.
Well, there are, like superhero sort of characters in this that are, like there's a dude named Dynamo, who's like this chunky electric dude.
Okay.
That controls electricity, and, of course, all of these sort of characters in The Running Man they get killed off.
Wait, there's a dude that controls electricity in The Running Man. Is this a sci-fi movie?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi action. Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was just just a general action movie. I didn't know there was sci-fi elements.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Well, it's set in the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Do you know the concept of The Running Man?
Isn't it like something like
I'll explain it.
Like a game show or whatever?
It's pretty much like prisoners or people that are on death row. They can compete for their freedom by going on a game show that's like a death game.
Oh my god, it's just like Squid Game. Oh my god.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. So it's set in the year of, I think, 2025, the distant year.
Woo! We're almost there, boys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all very sort of retro futuristic. Like you can talk to your TV, but your TV is also still a box TV. Like that sort of shit.
Love that.
Which is fucking awesome. Love it. Schwarzenegger is in like this skin tight suit the whole time.
Yeah.
Very, very sort of like he looks like a. It looks like this. It's great.
It looks like the fucking Turbo Man outfit that he wears.
I think
in
he looks
Jingle
like
All the
Flash
Way.
Gordon. I think it's great.
Oh, true though.
Yeah.
True.
And it's really violent. Like you've got other characters in this called like Buzzsaw, who has like a giant fucking saw.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You've got also like
This whole episode,
Damon Killian.
This whole episode's just turned into you reviewing The Running Man.
Well, it sort of is like in like a contrast to this, right?
Yeah.
Is the where I think the campiness works super well, and it's not trying to be suspenseful, and I just adore that film. I believe.
Okay, nice.
And it is very, very funny as well. That like it did come out in the same year as Predator.
Mate, Arnold was fucking stacking it, bro. Back in the 80s, bro.
The amount of freaking Arnold movies that would have been coming out at this point.
Too many. Not enough, mate. Not enough.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I can't really take Arnie seriously, and in turn, I can't really take the suspense seriously, and that's my closing remark.
That is beautiful. Yeah, no, honestly, it's fine. Like, if you love it, that's all good. But yeah, it's just not a movie for me or you. You being you, Rhys. Not you, the audience.
But what I am very excited for is to explore everything else coming from this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
I don't know what's to come, and where can this end up?
Yeah, honestly.
And having watched the next ones, I cannot wait to talk to you about it.
Very exciting.
Because it ends up in some really fucking weird places.
Oh, yeah. Shit's gonna get fucking bananas, boys. Get ready.
Dylan! You son of a bitch. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?